This is a Fox News alert. Barack Obama has come out swinging against the Fox News channel for giving best-selling author Jerome Corsi a chance to make his case for his controversial new book, The Obama Nation. Listen to this.
I don't find myself particularly scary or particularly risky. But you know, I mean, they're good at it, right? And so they've got these ads with Paris and Brittany, and they've got some guy who just wrote a book. He's just making stuff up. Just makes stuff up. But it gets a lot of play on Fox News.
Last week, the Obama campaign released a 40-page manifesto criticizing the book. Joining us now to respond to these attacks is Jerome Corsi. I would propose that you've attacked Obama. You started the attacks. Here is some of the stuff that Obama has talked about.
Sure.
And some of the things that we've already covered a lot of this in your book. And we've gone through some of the crazy things you've said.
Right.
In the past.
That's all past.
But some of the things you've said, for example, about John McCain, you said as John McCain assumes the GOP front-runner mantle, his little-nose association with donors like George Soros and Teresa Heinz Kerry.
Well, you know,
after him.
We're not talking about McCain
Yes,
tonight.
I am. I'm talking about something.
But Alan, you know, I've got a bunch of friends who are emailing me saying, is there any way that I can get Senator Obama to attack their book?
Well, but you've also said John McCain's personal fortune traces back to organized crime in America. You've really gone after John McCain?
Look, I'm not voting for John McCain. I've attacked George W. Bush. Look at my last book, The Late Great USA. It became a New York Times bestseller, too. And, you know, Alan, I'm going to vote for Chuck Baldwin, the Constitution Party.
I see.
I wrote this book because I think the most dangerous candidate running so far left is Barack Obama.
The Obama people have also pointed out some of the other things you've done. For example, you had a project which you were planning for January to expose what you call the government's inadequate explanations about 9/11 attacks.
Well, you know, Alan, they should have researched more. That article never got published.
Well, but they never published it, but you wrote it.
No, if they'd researched it, I withdrew the article because I was not convinced.
And you were on Alex Jones's show. You were discussing the findings of Stephen Jones, the physicist.
I didn't publish it. Sure, go right ahead.
Because he's considered a hero of the 9/11 Truth Movement, and you were defending his claim that there was evidence the World Trade Center collapsed because of explosives inside the building.
We didn't publish it, Alan.
But that's your belief, right?
No, I withdrew the article. I published instead an article which the Obama camp didn't find, validating the findings of the 9/11
I'm talking about what you said on Alex Jones's show, which is on tape defending that position.
I withdrew it. It never got published. Alex was interviewing me in the middle of research. And by the way, Alan, that research would not have supported this whole crazy idea that the government caused 9/11. It might have said that there was some evidence yet to look at and some questions to raise.
You've also...
I've never published anything in support of the 9/11.
You said it on the Alex Jones show.
You're misinterpreting that. I said I was looking at the evidence, Alan, and we didn't publish it.
You were defending what
Alan, I didn't publish it. I withdrew the article, and I play the tape. I didn't publish it. I withdrew the article,
and I don't agree. You also claimed that George W. Bush wants to do away with borders between Mexico and Canada.
Right, that's my last book.
And that he wants one big country. And
I'm arguing that the movement that we're going towards with the North American free trade towards a security and prosperity partnership was the same path Europe followed over 50 years, take economic agreements and end up in a European Union.
Hey, Jerome, let me let's get back and let's get focused here. You know, I got Barack Obama attacking me, William Ayers attacked me, Reverend Wright attacked me, Reverend Moss attacked me, Father Flager has attacked me. They're attacking you, and I'm thinking, he wants to be president of the United States. Doesn't he want to be a statesman? Well, I mean, he can't take a book that is critical of him in any way without melting down?
Sean, I wrote a book.
You did. And by the way, 3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks, New York Times.
#1 on the New York Times.
And I'm not the one in trouble now. It's Barack Obama that's lost 5 points. And I think the turning point, by the way, in Obama's ratings going down was August 1 when we published The Obama Nation.
Well, we now have a poll out today that shows that, in fact, he's down by 5 points. Latest Zogby, Reuters poll. Every other poll has tightened as well. And something else seems to be emerging. I want to ask if you saw this about him. He lashed out against Fox. He lashed out against McCain yesterday. McCain doesn't know what he's up against. His campaign slammed McCain as reckless and a hothead. You know, he's
come unglued.
He's becoming unhinged.
And Sean, look, if he can't handle a book in the First Amendment, you know, if he's in the Oval Office, all the enemies the United States need to do to rattle him is going to be to publish a cartoon about him or write a book.
Well, there's two other things besides the mistakes that he made about, you know, I'm a child of the world or whatever he made.
Citizen of the world.
All right. Besides the race card that he has played in this particular campaign. I see that he's making some fundamental errors.
Well, he's getting off message. I mean, every minute they spend attacking me, and I'm 62 years old. They can attack me all day long. It really doesn't bother me at all.
I actually think you enjoy it.
Well, actually, you know, you warned me that I was going to get attacked. I said, how much? Give me more.
Yeah.
So, you know, the idea here that if he wants every minute, the Obama campaign obsesses on me, they're off message, and they're not answering the fundamental charges I made in the book. Now, this 40-page rejoinder, first of all, it's pretty. I thought the juveniles got a hold of Photoshop. You know, they're putting on, you know, it was a Bush-Cheney smear machine. Well, they should have talked to Alan. I just wrote this book, The Late Great USA. I've been opposing George W. Bush for 4 years. And I have nothing to do. And then they also said I'm a 9/11 truther. I'm not.
All right, this is absurd to me. We just had Jill Stanek on.
Oh, yes.
Page 237 of your book.
Yes, we really pushed that issue, and Jill Stanek told the truth. Again, Obama's lying. Why doesn't he just tell the truth?
I've got a tape now that we're vetting. I saw it on Ann Coulter's website. She gave me a flash tonight just before we came on the air. That actually you hear his voice.
Yes.
There is a recording of it contradicting the, quote, lies that everybody's telling about.
Well, see, I quoted his speech from the floor.
You did.
When he actually said that he did not want the equal protection of the 14th Amendment extended to this life out of the womb.
Well, Jerome, 3 weeks, #1 New York Times.
Yes.
That's driving Alan crazy, which makes me happy.
I'm very happy man, because I know who the next president's going to be.
I've got some friends that might like to attack.
Look at the
I'll give you a list of them. They've got good books, too.
All right, we check in with